Compared to the frantic, high-speed construction phase of nest building, incubation might look like the easy part. But for a mother hummingbird, it's a high-stakes metabolic balancing act. A hummingbird's heart can beat over 1,200 times a minute, and that engine requires constant fuel. To keep herself from running on empty, she has to leave her eggs exposed for brief sprints to find nectar. On warmer days, she permits herself a rare luxury, a slightly longer break for some essential self-care. She's actually a bit of a chemistry expert. See her reaching for the base of her tail? She's tapping into her uropygeal gland, essentially her personal supply of high-grade organic oil. She spreads it meticulously across every feather to keep them flexible, aerodynamic, and waterproof. Think of it as a five-star spa treatment combined with the application of a heavy-duty raincoat. In the hummingbird world, peak flying condition isn't a goal, it's a survival requirement. She seemed uneasy when I filmed her near her nest. Look how she's all tensed up and went into stealth mode. If it weren't for the occasional blink of those dark eyes, you'd swear this was a still image. It's her way of saying, "I'm a leaf, nothing to see here." To give her the privacy she deserves, I switched to an automatic recorder. Now we can finally witness her quiet, private rhythms, the tiny sighs, the constant mending of the nest walls with spider silk, all without the stress of a human intruder. But while mom is the undisputed master of subtlety, the males, well, they clearly missed the memo on blending in. The male Anna's is a total stop show. Among North American species, he's a bit of a rebel. His rose-colored makeup doesn't just stop at the throat, it extends all the way over his crown like a shimmering helmet. When the light hits just right, he's less of a bird and more of a one-man Las Vegas light show. Here's the scientific secret. That glow isn't actually pigment. There's no pink paint on these feathers. It's pure physics, acting like tiny prisms. This is structural color, the same interference of light you see on a soap bubble or an oil slick. Take this ruby flare male. One second he looks like a dusty piece of charcoal, the next he angles his head just a fraction of a degree and pop, a fiery glow that looks like it's plugged into a lithium battery. Then we have the emerald glows, a deep mossy green flash that basically screams, "I'm healthy, I'm territorial, and I'm definitely the best looking thing in this zip code." And don't forget the amethyst flash, a royal purple burst that appears and vanishes with a single tilt of the head. But the classic, the rose-pink radiance of the Annas, look at this one closely. He hovers and he flares his throat like a neon spotlight, all in the hopes of winning over that very skeptical female. Every male carries a unique signature in his feathers. Some sport a neat Fu Manchu mustache that hides in the shadows before bursting into ruby light. Others prefer the flame collar, a glowing square of orange and pink that makes them look like they're wearing a high-visibility silk scarf. And then you have the real divas. These guys flare their gorget feathers out to the sides, widening their face to look as dramatic and intimidating as possible. It's a secret language written in light, a high-speed conversation of flashes and flight. Look closely and you'll see that every male's gorget has its own distinct shape and pattern. No two are exactly alike. Every gorget is a message, a flash of light, a moment of magic. In the world of hummingbirds, beauty isn't just skin deep, it's a language written in feathers and flight. That shimmering patch of feathers on their throat and crown is a signal, a spotlight, and a secret weapon in the dance of attraction. The females, meanwhile, prefer the quiet luxury aesthetic, elegant green above, sophisticated gray below, and those classy white-tipped tails. Some have a tiny, neat patch of throat color that stays modest until they turn just right. It's the ultimate, if you know, fashion statement. These shimmering feathers aren't just for vanity, they're for communication. Watch this mother teaching her fledgling the ropes. She dips her beak into the nectar with practiced grace, then flits to a nearby twig to scan for predators. She's alert, cautious, and deliberate. She's showing the kid that survival is 10% sipping and 90% paying attention. Then it's the youngster's turn. The fledgling darts forward, eager, clumsy, and very hungry. He tries to copy Mom. He takes a drink, hops to the same twig, and glances around again, as if saying, "Is this enough?" Patience is clearly not a juvenile hummingbird strong suit. Before the lesson is even over, he zips back for more sugar, skipping half the ritual entirely in his rush to hit the buffet. It's a classic parent-child moment. The mother trying to instill wisdom, and the child just wondering when lunch is served. But the neighborhood isn't all friendly mentors. In this clip, the scene shifts. Where the mother offered a master class in survival, a local male offers a lesson in property law. He doesn't care if it's a fledgling, he drives the youngster away with a sharp chitter and a burst of aggression. It's a blunt reminder, in the hummingbird world, beauty is everywhere, but the garden is always a battlefield.